and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will be talking you through a draft that I've put together that has both Salah and Haaland in. But before we take a look at that, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. If you're enjoying the content, hit that subscribe button. I'm so close to 4,000 subscribers and would love to hit that milestone before game week 1. So do press that button. And now we will take a look at my team. I haven't made any changes since my last team selection video, so it was actually quite tricky finding a way to bring Salah in. Obviously going Salah and Haaland costs you over a quarter of your entire budget, so you have to think I suppose you're quite ruthlessly. There are so many decent midfield options and you're paying basically double for Salah. So this is what I've managed to come up with. We will start with the defence. Unfortunately, we will be losing Pinnock. So I've got no Brentford defence, which goes against everything I believe in. And instead, we're bringing in Bulldog. So he's £4 million. That saves me £500,000. And saving £500,000 is so vital when you're bringing in two premium players. He will most likely just be sitting on the bench for most of the time, but he did score in a friendly against Derby County. So there is the potential for attacking returns, probably not very likely. But I was also looking into Sheffield United because I know virtually nothing about them. And they did do well in the Championship last year by keeping 19 clean sheets, which was the 4th highest in the league. So there is that potential. If I do have to bring him on, hopefully keep a clean sheet, maybe pick up some bonus. The attacking returns, I'm not holding up much hope for. He's no Ben Mee. But at least we have got a cheap player that if I need him will be quite decent. And the opening fixtures, Crystal Palace, Nottingham Forest, we could be surprised. They might be full of vim and vigour in the Premier League this season. So that is who I'm going for. And then another one, not to save money, but just because I'm feeling more confident. We're getting rid of Shaw and we're bringing in Chilwell. I'm a Chelsea fan. I was completely adamant that I wasn't going to bring in any Chelsea players, but Chilwell has impressed me so much in pre-season, and I'm trying not to base all of my decision on pre-season games, but Chelsea look like a new team. I'm so excited. But the Shaw to Chilwell swap, they're both for 5.5 million, so I'm not saving any money, but I've got a really good feeling about Chilwell this season, which has probably jinxed him now, so apologies for that. But Poch has really just transformed the club so far, and he wants Chilwell to get as forward as much as possible. So I'm hoping for those attacking returns. I think this could be a massive season for Chilwell. I've seen a few people discuss Chilwell or James. Personally, obviously, I'm going for Chilwell. James is too much of a risk. I think there is a higher possibility he's going to get injured again. As good as he is, I think Chilwell, he's going to get those attacking returns, hopefully keep clean sheets. I'm really excited about having on my team, which isn't something I thought I'd say. And then coming on to my mystery defender, I've gone for Botman, but he is not someone that I'm thinking of starting, and I am kind of leaning towards Matty Cash. So this is a very boring, bland pick. He's 4.5 million, just filling the space, potentially going to go for the Villa defence instead. But this is how the defence is lining up. So far, we've only saved 0.5 million, but it's every saving counts. Coming into the midfield, now, obviously, we are going to have to get rid of one of these players to bring in Mo Salah, and 3 guesses who it's going to be. It is going to be Gross. Now, it's flattering to Brighton. They've got too much talent in their team. I don't know where the goals are going to come from, and I just know that I'm going to pick the wrong Brighton asset. There are so many to choose from. So I'm going to take away the torment for my team, and I've taken out Gross, and I'm bringing in Salah. Now, is Salah overlooked this season? I think yes, and it's because of the price point. It's because Erling Haaland is so impressive. He's completely overshadowing Salah, but we're forgetting Salah was the highest scoring midfielder again last season. He got 32 attacking returns. In pre-season as well, again, I'm trying not to put too much emphasis on pre-season, but it's hard to ignore, especially when we've gone without football. So I'm emphasising it, but don't put too much. Anyway, pre-season, Salah so far has scored a goal and gotten 5 assists. He is there. He is attacking. I am so excited to see what he does this season. I'm too scared to go without him on my team. The one thing that makes me think, because I don't have any Liverpool assets, maybe I save money and I go for Darwin instead. I am tempted by him. He's 7.5 million. And so far in this pre-season, he's scored 4 goals and he's gotten 1 assist. He actually had the highest XG per 90 out of every player last season, except from Erling Haaland. The main issue with him is the fact that he's not very good at finishing. And I'm also very concerned that he's going to have limited minutes. He'll be competing with Gakpo and Jota. So he might not be the most nailed, whereas Salah is so nailed. And like I said, last season, highest scoring midfielder. Why are we overlooking him? I don't know. Anyway, that's the midfield. That's my rant. Let's bring in Salah. And this whole draft is based around bringing in Mo Salah. Coming into the forwards, this is where you may be thinking, Yelena, you haven't had to make that many chops and changes to your team. You are correct. However, all of the chops and changes and the savage ones are happening with the front three. Obviously, Erling Haaland is staying. He was not coming out of any drafts that I do. But we're losing our Brentford player. We've got no Brentford in the squad. What would Ben Mee say? He'd be so disappointed. But instead, we are bringing in McAtee, bench warmer. That is 100%. That's all that's happening. He's going to be sitting on the bench. He's only 4.5 million, so we will be saving 1.5 million by bringing him in. All I've seen from him really is the pre-season games. He's gotten 1 goal and 1 assist against Peterborough United. Not the most impressive of things. So again, it's to save the money. And we're going to have, as much as I would love to have a super strong squad throughout, to bring in Salah, you're going to have to make some quite savage cuts. And mine have unfortunately come from the forward positions. So we're bringing in McAtee. And then I'm very upset we are losing Ollie Watkins. Now, Ollie Watkins did miss a penalty in a recent game, but then he ended up scoring. I don't know whether he's going to be taken off pens. He's quite similar to Mitrovic, just not very good at them. But there is that goal scoring potential. And I was so excited to bring Ollie Watkins back onto my team. I think his ownership, now that Jesus is out, is probably going to be slightly higher than it was before. But there's still part of me that, as much as the Salah draft excites me, and Salah is obviously an incredible player and he's going to get loads of points, hopefully, I'm still a little bit apprehensive about the fact that I'm taking Ollie Watkins out of the squad. Instead, we're going to bring in Pedro. I said that I have taken out Gross from the team because Brighton has too much talent and we don't know where the goals are coming from. Pedro has looked really good so far in pre-season, but he is a bit of a risk. He hasn't got the best goal-scoring record, but we're saving money. He's 5.5 million in comparison to Ollie Watkins for 8 million. Pedro is one of those ones. He may actually be very surprising. He might start finishing, get the minutes in, but I am very concerned. So if we look at the team overall, the biggest area of weakness is definitely that front three. There's not really anyone that I can 100% rely on apart from Haaland. But does that matter? If I'm going to be benching them, I might bring on Pedro. I mean, Brighton's opening fixtures are really good. Pedro could be a bit of a punt, a bit of a fun one to play around with. I don't know. Overall with the team, I am quite happy with it, and it's a lot stronger than I expected it to be. But I think that front three might be holding me back, and I do really want Ollie Watkins on the team. So let me know in the comments what you think. I don't know. The fear of missing out on Salah may be the thing that tips me over the edge and makes me go with a squad very similar to this. But equally, I don't know if I can go without Ollie Watkins and Ben Mee this season. So if you can find a way that I can bring in Ollie Watkins and still keep Mo Salah, let me know in the comments. Are you going for double premium as well? I haven't seen many drafts with Haaland and Salah, but I think it will be a really, really popular pick now that Jesus is out. We've just got, I feel like every day now we're getting injuries coming out. So let me know in the comments and I will see you in the next video, which will be my final team selection. Very exciting. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it.